Here's the start of my mini talk. So, again, it's me feeling into me, offering a reflection and seeing if any of it resonates for you. So, it's this process of constriction and expansion, right? Our breath. We exhale and we inhale, right? Life is similar. It's opening and contracting. And it's this movement that is life. I think sometimes we think, and I'll speak for myself, that it's about a destination and it's like, okay, now it's okay, I'm here, I'm there, I'm okay, I'm done. And I forget that it's always constriction and expansion. So, my continuation of my discovery during my sabbatical, which was again a forced kind of mental health break, is I'm toying with this idea of what if we contract at the moment of expansion, right? So, I can't remember if I said this at the last group, but I've been digesting PDA and RSD. So, PDA is persistent demand for autonomy. The clinical term is pathological demand avoidance, right? And RSD, which is rejection sensitivity dysphoria. Okay, two clinical terms that stigmatize a nervous system response. As I'm sitting with these two things, right? I'm going, I think this is a collective, an adaptation to collective trauma. So I've noticed as I gave myself space to just unmask and not take care of anybody except me and my kids and my dog, I have much more capacity that when they roll their eyes, I don't feel like it's a dagger in my heart and that they hate me as a human being. That is the rejection sensitivity, that any sigh is actually an attack to my character and being, right? That any pointing of, hey, don't take this personally when I say it, hey, you forgot this thing. And I'll go, oh, I'm a horrible person, right? So just notice if any of you have that sensitivity on feedback, that if you know your kid doesn't like a certain dish, that you just completely take it off the menu, even though you love that dish. Okay. Or your partner doesn't like to go hiking, but you love to go hiking, but you've taken it off the list because you know they don't like it. So it's, again, this constriction and expansion. The reason why I'm wondering about collective trauma is in this moment in time, I'm witnessing people be very heated about what's right and what's wrong, who's good and who's bad, right? Which what I realized during my sabbatical was lack of resource to stay in the curious mind. When I am at burnout, I immediately assume worst intentions because burnout means my life is at risk. Literally. Okay. For me, in my neurodiversity, in my late diagnosis of ADHD and potentially autism or highly sensitive or whatever it is, the way that burnout presents in my body is a longing for it to end. So when I say this, in case anyone's, oh my gosh, I'm okay. It's just noticing a pattern that when I get to this place, I just want to check out completely as a way of relief. So zooming into you, just notice if you ever get to that place, or if you ever feel desperate to resolve a conflict that you might have with your partner, your kids, your peer, your colleague, because your safety feels dependent on it. Okay, your sense of survival is dependent on it. So, zooming out, we are social creatures. More important than food is connection and belonging. Okay, there was research done on baby monkeys. They separated the baby monkey from the mama monkey. The scientists created two fake options. A mama monkey that was statue, right? Cold steel with milk. Another option was a wooden monkey that had soft fur on it, no milk. The baby went to the soft option because of soothing and connection and belonging. So, what I'm offering here is, at what cost will you risk to belong? And it's all unconscious because of the intensity of collective trauma of who belonged and who didn't, right? Using an example of land, when India was partitioned between India and Pakistan, the structures said it was religion, but it was actually a system that convinced the humans to reject another human for any reason. Their religion hates you. Reject them, which informs this fear of rejection sensitivity, which can also inform a desire for complete autonomy. But what happens is it continues the rift between connecting in authenticity, where we create safety and belonging from the inside. And then from that safety and belonging, knowing that how I am is completely okay. And I offer connection by saying, this is how I need to be. Are you able to receive it? And them saying yes or no is not a rejection to me. It means the way that I need to be received, can you manage it in your nervous system? And that person gets to say yes or no, and that does not impact their value, their size, their goodness. It just means I might not be building here or connecting here, which gives me openness to extend here and see if I can be received the way that I need to be here. Okay, so zooming out. This globe is here, and there's enough resource and land for everyone. What we're no longer doing, my invitation for you is, what we're no longer doing is fighting for our right to exist here. There is no fight. You exist. My invitation for you is the courage to learn who you are, to love it, right? Not get rigid on this is exactly how I need, but to be able to communicate it so you can invite others in connection and relationship with you with courage, knowing that if I do something that hurts someone else, it doesn't mean I'm bad. It doesn't mean they're bad. It's just another place of connection and clarification. That is the end of my mini talk. Everyone take a sip.